Now I am going to work with the ticket purchase section. So you see there is a ticket purchase section. Here in the last lecture you see that there is a event date that was over. So if any event date is over, then the booking option should not be here. So I am going to correct this. In order to do that, I am first going to the view front, and here there was event. Okay, so in the event here I will check something so that it does not show if the event date is over. So you said that when the event date is over, that is okay. So I can call it into event date is over. Okay, if event timestamp, this one I am going to copy, and here I am going to the bottom and event price free booking. Before that I am going to use if event time is greater than this one, that is event timestamp is greater than current timestamp, then only it will be shown. So here if less than event time is less than current time, no, is greater than current timestamp, then up to this, that means recent events, above the recent event it will be shown like this. For example, book now and event map. Event map should not be here. Event map should be outside. So like this. So if I now refresh, you will see that when the event date is over, then the pricing option will not be here. But if there is any event that has the date and it is not over, like this, 16 hours remaining, then only the buy ticket option will be available here. So now I am going to that table. You see that now for the event I have events table, event photos, event videos table, and for each event there should be tickets, all right, who actually will go to buy the ticket. So in order to do that, I will have to create another table that will be event tickets. So if you want to do that, now I am going to the terminal, and here I am going to create PHP artisan make migration create event tickets table. Okay, so the migration file is created, and if I go to the migration, you will see there are some options here. So here I will save the information of the user who actually buy the ticket, something like that. So here I am going to add here first, that is event ID. So event ID is this. Then you see in the event table I have the ticket price, right? So when a person will buy a ticket, his the total number, that means how many person is going to buy a ticket, will be shown here. So here what I can do, that is table who actually paid for this, he will be a user. If you go to the users table from this database, if I go to the users table, this one, actually each user will buy a ticket. So here the user ID, you see, for user table ID, this one I can add here, that is here I can give user ID. That means event ID is this and user ID is this. So for that event, this user is going to buy a ticket. And another one is here, for example, string, and here I am going to give payment status, and the price here I can insert here the price, or event has the price in the events table, so price should not be given here. only I can add the event. Okay, that is perfect. And here I can put the payment method. So payment method can be here, for example, PayPal or Stripe, or here I can add if there is any free enroll, then I can put here the free enroll, so there will be no price, something like that. You can give here, no issue. And okay, so this can be here. If you need any other information, for example, by PayPal, how many dollar comes or something like that, so for that purpose you can give here a field that is price, the price field. Quantity will be 1 because when you will buy a ticket, the quantity is 1 by but for any particular event there should be an option to buy multiple tickets, right? So here there is a select payment ticket, select payment method, and another one can be how many tickets, right? So here I can do one thing, that is in this case, like this one, here is buy ticket, another option. This one I am going actually to call outside of this will be better. So buy ticket or free booking, that means paid booking or free booking, both will be under the event timestamp is greater than current timestamp. In under this condition it will be here. So free booking, in both cases I am going to add another one, that is select. For example, let's check how it looks like. It will be like this. Okay, and here I am going to give option, these options I am going to copy from here. How many tickets, here you can give the number, for example 1 2 3 in this way, right? 3 4 5 in this way you can give the number. So let's check it how it looks like. I am going to refresh it. How many tickets? I want to buy 3 tickets and payment method is this. Then I will click on the make payment option. So okay, so here will be a form in my case. So here form will be there. And CSRF will be here. Okay, and in the free booking there will be same type of thing, that is form, it will be there, and here the form will be here, and above the button how many tickets, this section is important to mention here. Of course there will be a limitation, not unlimited tickets you can buy. So here this is the thing, how many tickets, make payment. Then if the ticket price is $9 and he select 2 tickets, then he the price he is going to pay is $18. So number of tickets. So in the case of in the migration table, I will have to give here an integer. For example, here I am going to put number of tickets. So how many tickets? So price is this, how many tickets. You can also add the unit price and the total price. If you want, you can add that. For example, the total price, how many tickets, here total price, and here I can give unit price. So for a particular event, a user will buy ticket where unit price is this, and how many tickets will be here, and the total price will be here. So payment method will also be given here, and payment status is this, and you can put here a transaction ID. Or the payment ID, you can, if you want, you can give here payment ID or transaction ID. So this will be the event tickets table fields, and I think this is enough now. And if you want, you can also put the date, but I have the timestamps values, so I know how in which date he paid for the ticket. Okay, so here I am going now to create PHP artisan migrate. So okay, the table creation is done. I am now going here. If I refresh it, you will see that event tickets table comes here. So this is event tickets table. Okay, so I hope you have understood this section. Now my task is to proceed with this section. Now I am going to work with the PayPal payment method. That means if I want to select from here PayPal and make payment, then the payment will be done. So in order to do that, what I am going to do, that is I am going to make a hard refresh, so it will be shown how many tickets and select payment method. Okay, so let's work with that with the PayPal. For the PayPal payment method integration, I am going to use the paypal.txt. I have created two help files, PayPal and Stripe. These two payment gateway, I am going to implement it now. So I am going to copy these two files, and in my project main folder, I am going to paste those items. One is PayPal and another one is Stripe. And how to integrate the PayPal and Stripe, I already have shown you that in my basic video, so you can go back there and understand how to integrate the PayPal in Laravel and how to integrate the Stripe in Laravel. You will be able to understand that. There are many other payment gateways, but I am going to show only PayPal and Stripe in this project. So here you see paypal.txt. This is the file I created, and here is all the steps to implement the PayPal in my application. So for installing the PayPal, I am going to use the PayPal installation package. Here a package I am going to use. So in my case, in order to use that, I am going to terminal, and here I am going to paste this code, so it is going to be installed. So after installation is done, there is another line. I am going to copy this, and now here I am going to paste it. Okay, so it is also done, and my next step is to create routes. So for the PayPal event, here if I go to the event, I am going to open my controller so that I can understand. So I am going to controller, and here into admin, not into admin, into front, I am going to check the event controller. And as this is in the event page, so in the event controller I can also do that. So in the top, what I will have to do, I will have to copy, actually this controller not needed. I am going to copy this route, and this route in my web.php in the front end under the event, I can just put the routes, that is PayPal. And in my application for the payment section, I will have to I have two sections for the payment. One is cost donation, and another one is ticket purchase. So here, instead of using the PayPal, I am going to use event ticket PayPal. Okay, so controller will be event controller, no problem, and here PayPal is okay, and here will be event PayPal. So event ticket, you can use event ticket PayPal. So okay, and here success means actually event ticket and then PayPal success, and here similarly event ticket PayPal cancel, and controller will be event controller in both cases. The function name will be PayPal, and here will be PayPal success, and here will be PayPal cancel. This success will be, this PayPal will be added in front, and cancel will be PayPal cancel. So I am just going to follow this. Now in the blade file, you see there is a route for the PayPal, and in my case there is also, I will have to call a route here, that is like this route here event ticket PayPal, right? So event ticket PayPal, and this is a post route, you see. So when the form will be submitted, a post route I am going to call, because the form method is post. And there are two fields. One is how many tickets. If I go to my database, you will see that this is number of tickets. So I am going to copy that, and here will be number of tickets. Another one is payment method. Okay, so what I did in this case, I am going to show you. This is, there are some hidden options here, so I am going to copy those, and in my event, in the top of the form, I am going to input those items. So here is how many items, that means quantity, right? So number of tickets is in this case quantity, how many tickets it will be shown. For example, I want to give only 5 tickets per person, but 1 2 3 4 5, instead of showing that, I can use a for loop here. So here for loop like this, option value like this, and then end for. So option value and normal text. So I will be up to, for example, 5. So here value will be I and show will be I, option value, and this one. Okay, so total 5 tickets will be shown here. So similarly, these items I am going to copy and paste it here, and here also will be number of tickets like this. Okay, this thing I will work later. First my task is to pay using the PayPal. So there is a price, you see. So I have the ticket price in my hand, you know, into the event price, right? So event price is my price. So in this case, the value will be event price. And the product name you can give the event name. So here I can give the event name here, that is product name or something like that. Instead of product name, I can give event name. So price, event name, quantity. Quantity is what? Quantity actually number of tickets. So I am going to remove this one. Now here you see make payment. Okay, here event ticket PayPal. Here actually I will have to select the payment method. Payment method is PayPal or Stripe. I will have to select it. So here number of tickets, payment method, event ticket PayPal. Here not PayPal, here will be event ticket. Okay, so here I am going to give event ticket, not PayPal. So let's check it. Event controller, here is payment, event ticket, only event ticket, or you can give the payment, event ticket, payment, event ticket. Here I can call payment, and this will be payment. Okay, so now here I am going to give event ticket payment. So I do not know if a person is going to pay using the PayPal or Stripe, so I just use the event ticket payment. So if a person select on PayPal and then he submit everything, actually he will go to the event controller, and here there will be a payment. So I am going to the bottom, and here I am going to create a function now. So public, then function, then payment. Okay, so this is the payment. Now I am going to get the help from here. This was a PayPal method post. This thing I added, this one added. There is a .env file. I will have to copy this code for the PayPal. So I am going to open my .env file, and in my env file, here I am going to the bottom, and here I am going to paste it. So you see PayPal mode is sandbox, and for the sandbox account I will have to use this, and for the live other IDs. But for sandbox, this is the client ID and client secret. I am going to check my client ID. Here this is client ID and client secret, that means EM and -G5. Secret I will have to change it. So okay, I am going to check it from the client secret is this. Okay, I am going to open my developer PayPal account, developer PayPal. I am going to open, and in my developer.paypal.com, then I am going to log in to my dashboard. Here developer@cwa.com. I am going to open this, and then if I go to the app and credentials, CWA test app, this is my app. Okay, I am going to open this, and in my test app, this is the client ID, so I am going to copy, and so my client ID will be this one. Okay, this one, and another one is the secret key. So this is I am going to copy. Okay, it is copied, and I am going to paste it. So this is my client ID and this is the secret key, and sandbox account information is the CWA test app, sandbox account information, and sandbox region, this is the business under which this one is added. So business I am going to here, so business is actually this email address is my business email address. Okay, under which I added this. So I am again going to app and credentials. Okay, this is the updated one, and here if you want you can go to edit, and here you see the same page information, sandbox account information for this test app. Now if I go or to check the other things, for example what are my sandbox account or something like that, I am going to open the sandbox accounts. There are default, this is default personal account, the personal account email is this. Okay, it is showing, and 6L4, this is this one, this is actually the business account I created. And if you want you can use the default business account also. You see there is a default account, so there is a default account, and if you want you can also use this one, and this is a new one that I created, and this is the new business account, and CWA test app is under this new account that I created. So CL4, this one business AUEF, so let's check it. It is AU and this is EF, starting from EF and in the last 6s. Okay, so this is the final one. Okay, no problem. I am going to log out from here, and I will check the payment. But before going there, my this setup is done. Now I am going to set up another one, that is, you see I will have to create a config file. Into the config I will have to create a paypal.php. So I am going to my config, this is the config folder, and here I am going to create a file. But you already see when I install the package, the paypal.php is created. So already here are something, paypal mode equal to sandbox, sandbox client ID, client secret, all these things are given here. So paypal client, sandbox ID, client, paypal sandbox client secret, these are the information that I added in the here plan, paypal sandbox client ID, sandbox client secret. Into the env file I added this. So this is the paypal.php. So I can use the env file in order to call this. Here is the client ID and client secret. Okay, so this is the thing. This is another step. This is also done. You see, migration file, I already have created the migration. Here one thing I missed, that is the currency. This currency I should add in my migration. I already have created migration, but I also showing you that that is into the database. There is migrations, and in the bottom, in this case, total price, and then I am going to add the currency. So currency is sometimes important. So after the total price in my table, here I am going to the structure, and after the total price I am going to insert the currency. So here currency, so save it. Okay, so the default currency will be USD here, so I will use that. Now here payment ID, product name, quantity, amount, etc. are given here. All the informations I already added. So my this step is done, this step done, this is done, these and these are done, this is also done. So controller is the last thing. So in the controller, in the top, I am going to add those two lines. So what is my controller? Event controller, right? So in the top I am going to add these two lines. So app models payment, actually instead of payment I will have to use here the event ticket. My table name is not payment, it is actually event ticket. So I will have to create model because I created the table but I did not create the model. So PHP artisan make model and event ticket. So event ticket model is created. Now I can use the event ticket model for the Eloquent relationship. Okay. So in the payment, what I will have to use, you see here everything is given. Now this is the function for PayPal, and this is the function for success, and this is the function for cancel. So I put everything here. Paste. Okay. So here you see my function actually PayPal, but it will be actually what function will be here. You see when I submit from this place, this is what? This is PayPal, right? I selected PayPal here. I will select PayPal here. So for the payment method that will come using the request, I will check it first. So here I will have to use the payment function because in the web.php I used here that is payment. So here is payment, this one. So event ticket payment and this will payment. Now I am going here, it is actually event ticket payment and here the function will be payment. So I replace it by payment. Here I will check if I will work with PayPal or others. So first I will have to validate the data because I am going to take some input from here. For example, here how many tickets, number of tickets, it cannot be empty. So here when I will check it into my controller, I will check number of tickets, and another important one is payment method. So this one will be here. These two fields must be required here. So if everything is okay, then I will check if the request of payment method equal to PayPal, double equal PayPal, then I will actually work with all other items here that are already given here in this code. So I am going to cut everything from here and then I am going to paste it here. So if PayPal, then I will check, otherwise I will have to select other things. Okay, so this is the payment, and here you see if the payment method equal to PayPal, then I am going to call provider equal to new PayPal client, then config PayPal. I call the config file, so I get the IP credentials, so I can use other things. Return URL, so it will be PayPal success. Return URL is this one, that is PayPal success, that is already defined here. You see event ticket PayPal success. Okay, that is the thing. Not only PayPal success, it is event ticket PayPal success. So I go to copy this one, and into my event controller here I am going to call that here session get, not session get, here is stop, config is this, route will be event ticket PayPal success, and cancel out is payment is cancelled. It is very simple. If I go to open the Stripe, for example, if I go to open the Stripe, here if you go to the cancel, you will see the same thing is actually used. So for the PayPal and for the Stripe, I do not need to use the separate cancel methods. So I will use here that is event ticket, not PayPal, it is event ticket cancel, for example. So here will be cancel. So cancel will be only cancel like this. So event ticket cancel, this is the cancel out. So I am going to define it here. here you see event controller, and here is event ticket PayPal success, and cancel will be event ticket cancel. This is the cancel URL. Intent capture and all other things are okay. Request of price. So here you see from event I call the variable price. Event price is coming using the price variable, and there is event name. So price is this, so that is okay. And here I am going to put some data in the session variable, that is actually event name. That comes request of event name. And quantity, instead of quantity, in my case the name is what? In my case the name is number of tickets. So here I am going to copy this, and in my here this is number of tickets, this is also number of tickets. So if everything is okay, redirect route here will be the cancel event ticket cancel, this one. And if the success, everything is success, it will come to the PayPal success in this route. Similarly, API credentials I am going to get, capture payment order. If everything is okay, then come here payment, actually not payment, here it will be event ticket. So instead of this dollar payment, I am going to replace it by object, something like that. So payment ID, the response ID, I have also the payment ID in my hand, because in my table there is a payment ID you see. So payment ID, payment method, payment status, these three are needed. So payment ID, and then payment method and payment status. So total 3 items here. So payment ID, payment method, payment status, PayPal, and payment status equal to response of status. How this data I get? You can just go back to my PayPal video, how to integrate Laravel with PayPal into the Laravel. If you go back and see that video, you will understand everything about this that are given here. So I am not going to re-explain it here. So here you see payment ID, payment method, payment status, and other are event ID, user ID, unit price. So here will be event ID. So like this, event ID. So you can pass also into the event here event ID. So here I am going to pass the event ID also here, event ID. Here will be event of ID. So event ID I also pass from here. That means I will have to put that into the session variable also. So for the event ID I will have to put another session variable, that is event ID, because I will save that into the database. So here event ID equal to that is into the session variable, I put it here, and there is user ID. So what can be the user ID here? Here I am going to give user ID. I am coming here after some time. So user ID is this, or for now I am going to put 1. Now let's check it. Unit price, number of tickets. So unit price means here you see number of tickets is sending, but what is unit price? This price is the unit price. There is a price here you see. So price and number of tickets. So 2 items come here. So when it comes here, event ID, event name, and number of tickets, and here request of price means what is actually the price to be paid. So in this case I am going to do one thing, that is price. Price equal to actually the request price that is actually coming, but what is the price to use here? The price I will use here is the total price. This value is actually which amount is going to be paid. So here not request price, it will be price. This price will be number of tickets into multiplication by request of price. So that comes from here. This price is unit price and actually number of tickets, and I will multiply these two, and that will be total price. If you want, you can give here unit price. Event price will be actually unit price, number of tickets. So here what I can call in this place, that is unit price. So unit price multiply by number of tickets, this is the total price, for example. So total price, so this total price I am going to use here because I am going to pay this total price. So here, for example, in the session variable I put everything, that is you can put here the unit price, and it will come by unit price variable, so like this. And the total price you can also give total price, and here it will be total price. So unit event ID and name, and here it will be unit price, number of tickets, and total price. Is and everything will be into a session variable, some session variables. So here I have all the data. So quantity, actually the quantity means here I do not need to have the quantity, it is actually number of tickets. So I'm going to copy this, and here I'm going to paste it. Instead of product name, it will be event name. So event name, if there is any variable here, you see event ID is my case. So if I have event ID, I do not actually need to enter the event other information. So event ID is enough to get the data, right? So here event name is not needed, event ID I already get, so I am going to remove it. Then my table data are event ID, user ID, and then event ID, user ID, unit price, number of tickets, total price. So unit price is important here, so I am going to give unit price, that is unit price, then number of tickets, this is okay, and there will be total price. So here I give total price. All are in my hand, and the currency will be for this I am going to get, or straight I can use the USD because I am going to pay using the USD. And object amount equal to this one, this is the amount, I do not actually need the amount. And payer name and payer email, who is actually going to pay. So if you want, you can just take the information from here, who is going to pay. And here you see user ID and email also in my hand. So as I have user ID and email, if you want to make this person as a payer, so actually I do not need this information, I am just going to remove. So event ID, user ID, then 3 items here, currency after that, these 3 items here, currency after that, payment ID, payment method, payment status, payment ID, method status. So everything is now okay. So payment is successful, it will be shown, it actually payment is successful actually showing here, but I will do other thing, I am not going to show that, I am going to redirect, but before that I will unset everything. So what data I will unset here? So I will unset all the session variable that are declared in the top. So event ID, event name, unit price, number of tickets, total price. Okay, so here return redirect, I will return redirect to a route. I can return redirect him to the if I go not back, here I am going event ticket cancel. So here is when I am going to pay for the event, so there is the event page, right? So where I am there, so event ID is in my hand. So for that event ID I can get all the data. So from there, for example, not here, when I am going to redirect, here I can do one thing, that is from the event I can get the data, that is where ID equal to here session of get event ID, and then I can get the data fast. So event data, so in the event data I have the slug, so I can redirect route to the event and slash to the event where ID equal to event data of slug, and there will be a message that will be this one, that is payment completed successfully. So success is payment completed successfully. I will return him back to the event page again. So this can be event redirect, else route will be similar to that is event ticket cancel, okay, like this. And in the cancel, if there is anything that comes in the cancel, then I can also take the user to the home page. For example, I will return redirect. I return redirect. Event ticket cancel is the route. No, here I will take the user to the home page with the error payment is cancelled. So something like that. Return home. I have the home route like this. Yes, there is a name home, so it will be taken him to that. So let's check it. If I refresh, if anything comes, if in the PayPal developer, I am going to the sandbox.paypal.com now. PayPal sandbox, I am going to log in, and I have the information here for the sandbox. That is, this is the sandbox payment, and from here I am going to fix the env file information also. So my client ID is this, and I am going to check the information again, that is client secret. I'm going to copy this, and in my .env file, secret is actually this one, sorry, this one, okay. So now let's check. My sandbox is this one, personal sandbox. I'm going to copy that, and now I am going to log in here. So this is the sandbox. I give username and password, and I am going to log in here. Already the balance is 19,970, and I am going to open here a new private window, sandbox again .paypal.com, and I am going to log in there using the business account. This is the business account that will receive the payment. So here I am going to log in, and in the business account I am going to log in using the information. You see in the business account, this is the balance. So now I am going to the previous page. Here I am going to pay now. So how many tickets I am going to give? Take 2 tickets, for example. Payment method is PayPal. If I click make payment, it will take me to the PayPal page. So it is redirecting me to the PayPal. You see $18. Why $18 comes? Because each particular ticket is $9. As I am going to buy that ticket, 2 tickets, so I will have to pay $18. So it comes $18. That means it is working. PayPal balance, continue to review order. Just wait for some times. It will take you back to the event page, but total price cannot be null. You see there is a issue, that is get total price, number of tickets and total price. I am not sure what is going to be happen, but yes, it is probably there is any problem. I am going to get total. If there is any spelling mistake, this is important. Number of tickets, unit price, this is total price. Null is no, that is okay. What is happened here? Let's check it. Event controller. In the payment, number of tickets, payment method, total price. Here what is the total price? I am going to get it. So let's check it now. I am going back. You see PayPal success, that means the payment is actually working, right? So payment is done. If you go to the PayPal summary, if I refresh, yes, you see $18 is minus from here, right? And if I go to the business account, for example, if I go to the business account now, if I go to refresh, you will see the amount will be added here. You see amount is added here. So money is in $16, 16.88, because there is a PayPal fee. So fee is something, this was paid, but he actually received this one, right? so there is a transfer fee. So anyway, I am going back. So only problem is the data is not going to enter into the database. User ID is another one issue here. I will have to implement that, because if a user is not logged in, he will not be able to see this space, right? So there will be another one, but here why it is not working, I am going to check it. Total price is this request of total price DD. Okay, let's check it, what is happening. I am going back, and here I am going back to the ticket detail. Okay, so if everything is okay, if I select how many tickets, 3 tickets, make payment method is required. Okay, how many tickets, 2 tickets, PayPal, make payment, 18 is showing, that is also perfect. But here it is not showing DD 18, so it is 18. So here total price is request total price, it is the error here. Actually that is not request total price, right? So this is my variable, that is a straight total price. Number of tickets coming from another, this is coming from another event name and event ID. So event name, I am going to check it again. If there is any event name here, I am going to pass. So event name, actually event name is not required here. What I will do, because I did not do anything with the event name, so here I actually do not need to have the event name. I do not need to have anything with that. So this will now work, because this is actually total price, not request of total price. So that was my mistake. Now it should work, and the data will be inserted into the database. Now you see there is no data into the database. Now I am going to pay it again. So how many tickets? So here 2 tickets, similar, PayPal, make payment, it is going to be paid $18 again. So coming here, continue to review order. So if everything working, you see payment completed successfully. So now it go and back to this page. So here another one I am going to show, that is nothing, this I am going to check this one table. You see event ID 1, user ID is actually not the real ID. I am just going to test it. Unit price is 9.2, total price this, currency, payment ID is this, payment method PayPal, payment status completed. So you see everything is working perfectly here. So user ID I will have to implement that. And another one, for example, I already have implemented that. What I will have to do is here in the payment, here I will stop the user first in this location, that is number of tickets and method, that is okay, perfect. Now I will check in the top another thing, if there is no logged in user. So if the user guard, you can check it here. So for example, here is use app then models, and here I can use the user. Okay, so from the user table I can show it, or here if you want to use the auth guard, so use auth, I can check it. So default guard is actually the web guard. So here I can check if auth guard, or here I can, if you want, you can give here like this, if auth user like this, user ID equal to 1, not like that. If auth user ID not, I give, if not auth user, then I will have to call here an error. So that error will be redirect. So return redirect route, where it will be taken login page. So route login. And if a user comes here, and that means logged in, then in here in this place I will have to call auth user of ID. So this is the user of ID. Okay, so PayPal status, unit price, etc. are okay. Event name is not needed because there is no event name here. So total price, and it should work. Okay, So refresh, and here you see there is a booked. Another table I should update here in the same time, that is, you see there is a events table, right? So in the events table, for example, I am going here, there was a, sorry, in the events table, you see, if I go to here, booked seat. So if a person buy 2 seat, that means number of tickets, that is number of booked seat. So here I will have to update another data. So from the event table I will get the data. So this thing, I can do one thing, that is I can put it here. So I have event data in my hand. So here I will check another thing, that is event slug. Okay, here I am going to check if I am going to update the data. So how I can update the data? I am going to get the event data. My task is to do the update, right? I will update the event data. So event data, total tickets, not total tickets, here total tickets is okay. Here booked seat, seat, the booked seat will be the booked seat, existing booked seat. I am going to check the table again, that is booked seat. So what is the existing data that I have in my hand? I will just add with that the session of number of tickets. So booked seat will be updated by this, and then the data will be updated into the event table. So this is another one, it is very important. So you see that the event, for example, this event I am going to check, I am going to give here the booked seat 10. Okay, so 10 I am going to update. Now if I refresh, you see the total seat 10, booked seat 0, so remaining 10. Now here you see the total seat 10, booked seat 0. Now I am going to show you, and here event tickets I am going to delete it again. So if a person want to pay by PayPal, for example 2 tickets I want to buy, PayPal, make payment, it is taking you to the login page, because you must have to log in first. So what user I have in my hand, I am going to the users table, and here you see in the bottom there is a users table, user@gmail.com. so I am going to log in by this user first. Password is password. So here I now log in as user. So after login, I am going to the front end. Now user is logged in, you see there is a dashboard. So if I go to the events now, if I go to here, total seat is 10, and now I am going to pay. I am going to pay for example now for 3 seats I want to pay. So PayPal, make payment. Now everything is working. It is taking me to the PayPal. Okay, so here total 9 into 3, that means $27. Click here. Payment is completed successfully. Now if I go to the not users table, if I go to the tickets table, you see total 3 tickets coming here. If I go to the events table, you see booked seat is now 3. If I go to refresh this page, if you see that booked seat is 3. So one person bought the seat, so booked seat is 3 and remaining is 7. Now in this section I am going to do one thing, that is, for example, you see the booked is 3 and remaining is 7. Now I am going to book another 3 or another 4. Okay, so in order to book that, I am going here, for example 4 tickets I am going to buy, and PayPal, make payment. Then I am going to log in here again, so like this. Okay, so I am going back and again going to make payment. Sorry, refresh needed. Now I am going to click here, 4 items, 4 tickets I am going to buy here. Okay, so you see it is taking me for the 4 tickets, the price is 36. Continue to review order. and now the payment will be successful. Payment is done successfully. You see now the book ticket is 7, remaining only 3 tickets. So here I will have to do another thing. I am going to check the tickets table. You see another one is purchased 36. So first time it was purchased total number 3 and second time 4, so total 7 tickets. So that is actually showing here. And you see the total seat is only 10. Now if I want to purchase, instead of 3, if I want to purchase 4 tickets, for example 4, then what will be the total number? 3 plus 4, that means 11. That is not possible because total seat is 10. So in the controller I will have to apply some condition. Here when the request validation is done, total price equal to this, it is okay, the total price, but here I will apply a condition. Which condition? The event where here is not that, I call that into this place. So event data I am going to check from here. For example, I want to check only, right? So here existing event data I am going to put here. So event data equal to event where id equal to session of get event id. You know I have the get request of event id in my hand. So here not get event id, it will be request of event id, because event data id or here let me think what is coming from the resources views. I am going to check it again. So in the front I am going to the event, and when it was submitted, that means from here when I am going to submit this, then I have event id in my hand. So request of event id is in my hand. Here I am going to check request of event id. So I am going to check into the events table by request of event id. Event data is there, so I am going to check. Okay, it is already, you see the chat, the GitHub Copilot write me this code, that is the event data of book seat plus the request number of tickets. That means what I am going to add now. For example, I am going to buy 4 more tickets, so that is the 4, and booked seat will be added with that. If the total is greater than event data of total seat, because it cannot be more than the total seat, right? So then it will show me a message, redirect back with there will be an error and sorry, only these seats are available. So let's check it. Here I can only these seats are available. Event data total seat, no, not like that. Only if I write this, then how many seats are available? The total number of tickets is okay, but how many seats are available? How I can show that? The remaining seats, you know, there are the remaining seats that are actually, I added this book seat, number of ticket. Okay, so here I am going to get the remaining seats. So total seat minus book seat, that is the remaining seat. So remaining seat equal to total seat minus book seat. So this remaining seat I will write here. Okay, let's go here, refresh. You see I am now going to select the tickets, for example 5 tickets. Here you see the remaining is 3, but I am going to enter 5. So now if I go to make payment, it will see, it will show me sorry, only 3 seats are available. So you can maximum give here total 3, or not 3 seats, I can give here 3 tickets are available. Tickets or seats you can give, no problem. So only 3 tickets are available or only 3 seats are available, both are okay here. So remaining 3, so I can give here only 3. If I give here 3 and then I select the PayPal again, the payment will be done. And if I click here, the payment will be completed. If I click here, you will see the payment will be completed. Okay, payment completed successfully. So now you can, there is remaining 0, so you cannot buy one ticket also. So if I go here, sorry, only 0 tickets are available. That means there is actually no seats remaining. So this is the logic here. I hope you have understood. Now I am going to work with another one, that is Stripe. So how I can pay using the Stripe payment method, that I will show. You already have seen how I pay with PayPal. Now in order to work with the Stripe, I am going to another one. For example, another event, I am go here. You see 24 days. Okay, that's good, but there is no seats included here. So here contribution, here I am going there. Here is actually no limitation. Okay, so I will show that later how to manage the limitation, but I am going to show you first how to pay with Stripe. So in order to work with that, I am going to open the file that was stripe.txt, and there I wrote everything about the Stripe payment gateway, how to integrate. In my basic payment gateway tutorial series, you will see everything that is in the fundamentals. I recommend you to check that first so that you can understand what I will do here now. So in the stripe.txt, okay, this is the file I will work with, and here you see composer required Stripe. So I am going to use the Stripe package. So in my editor, I am going to the terminal, and here write, here I am going to paste it, then enter. You see it is going to be installed. Okay, so the task is done. I am going to use the clear. Okay, so this is the first step. Another step is to create a route, but in my case, you know, I already have created a payment route that will take actually for a PayPal or a Stripe or any other payment gateway. Here instead of PayPal success, here I can use the thing that is actually Stripe. Cancel one, I am going to cut the cancel and copy that into the paste that into the top. So for PayPal, this is only the route. For PayPal, this is the route, and for Stripe, I am going to copy and paste it. So that will be, for example, Stripe success, and here it will be Stripe success, and here it can be Stripe. So event controller, if Stripe success. So here event controller, this was the PayPal success, you see. So okay, no problem, I am going step by step. So this thing is done, Stripe success cancel, these are done. Now I am going to the blade. Here this is also done. So in the env file, this is the extra thing that I will have to do. So I am going to copy the code. I am going to my env file, and here after the PayPal in the bottom, I am going to add it. So this is the PayPal Stripe test key and Stripe test secret key and Stripe test public key. Okay, so here I am going next, and then I am going to create a stripe.php into my config file. So here let's go to the config folder. Where is the config? The config folder is here. In the config folder, I am going to create a file that will be stripe.php. So here I am going to paste the code that is given here. So here I am going to give the code. So Stripe pk and Stripe sk. Also alternately, if you want, you can straight call the code that is given Stripe test pk without reassigning it into here. You can also do that, but I use that is no problem. Stripe pk, Stripe sk. Now what I will do, the next step is migration table. I already have the migration table, so I am not going to touch it. The controller is in the top. I already have called the payment, that is here. If you see event controller, here you see there is an event ticket already added in the top. So this step is done. So the next step is this one, public function Stripe. So this thing I am going to copy from here. You see in my event controller, there is a condition if the PayPal or Stripe was selected, right? So in the payment here I added if the request payment method equal to PayPal. So here I changed something, and the above code is for all other items. And here when this code is ended, so here I am going to write if the request payment method equal to Stripe. Okay, so if the request of payment method, request of payment method equal to Stripe, method equal to Stripe. Then I am going to paste the code for Stripe here into this box. So this is one, and success paste code is this, that is already I have wrote for the PayPal success. Now I will have to write for the Stripe success. So after the PayPal success, I am going to bottom, and Stripe success code I will write here. Now I am going to the Stripe, and here from here I am going to copy the success, this complete function from here, and then I am going to paste it in this location, that is here. So this is a Stripe success. So Stripe success. Now I will have to do some other things here. Here I am going to the first I am going to the Stripe website, and here I am going to sign in. I am going to use a temporary email address. Okay, I am going to refresh this page. This is the temporary email address loading that I will use in order to open the Stripe account right now. So I am going to copy this, and in the Stripe I am going to sign up. So email address I am going to give here like this one. So I give the password and create an account. You will see it is taking me to the dashboard. Okay, the verification email is sent. So here in the temporary email, in the bottom you see this type send an email here. So I am going to open that from here and verify the email. I am going to click on it, that is verify the email. So here I am just not going, explore more features, and then cross. Okay, so here what I will do, this is in the test mode. I am going to the developers, and here is the API keys. So there are two type of keys, publishable keys. So I am going to copy, and here I am going to the Stripe, I am going to the env file, and here this is I am going to replace. And another one is here, that is secret key. So test key or secret key. So here I am going to copy. So copy this secret key, and here I am going to paste it. So this one is the secret key. Okay, so the task is done, and now all the payment that I will receive from the Stripe I will be able to show in this location. So let's do that now, but here I will have to do something, change into the controller. In the case of PayPal, payment is okay. Here everything will be checked. Event data I will get here. Total price I will get here. Okay. So in the payment method PayPal, what I set up, that is config PayPal. So here in the case of Stripe, that is config Stripe. And in the config Stripe dot into Stripe file, there is actually what into the Stripe.php, there is a Stripe PK, right? And Stripe SK. So here Stripe SK is called, that means secret key is needed here. So Stripe and checkout session is this. The name, this is actually the product name or product data. In my case, it is actually the event name or event data. So if you want, I have event data in my hand, you see. So event data of name you can use here. So in my case, I am going to use the name equal to request of, here it will be event data of name. So like this, and request this the complete price, the amount that I am going to pay, that I will have to tell, that is total price. So total price is in USD, so I will have to multiply it with 100 in order to convert it to cents. Then there is a quantity, how many, and in the PayPal, in the case of quantity, what I did, for example, here the remaining seat, not this one, the number of tickets, right? So the quantity is actually request of number of tickets. So I am going to use that into here, into this parameter, number of tickets, and then route success, session ID equal to checkout session ID. This is important, I will not touch it, but this one will be Stripe success. So Stripe success. And in the case of cancel, it is actually here actually event ticket PayPal success. I am going to check the name, event ticket Stripe success. So here actually not event success, it will be event ticket Stripe success. And another one is here, that is event ticket cancel. This is same as the PayPal. So here I am going to put it, this is the route, cancel URL, event ticket cancel, and here is also the cancel URL. If response ID and this one not equal to 0, then you see I put some entities into the session variable. So here I am going to copy what I have in my hand, like this, what I did in the case of PayPal, and here I am going to paste it. Let's check what is needed and what is not. Here actually event ID, product name is not needed. I will need actually the event ID. If I get the event, if I give the event ID to pass the value, to have the value event ID, then I will get all the event data. So product name or event name is not needed. So and quantity is actually in this case number of tickets, and the price is actually in my case total price. So I am going to remove all those from here. So like this, and event ticket cancel is okay. Now after that, in the PayPal success, I received something like this, that is insert data into the database. So all the things are like this, and then event data I updated, and then I unlinked all the things. So these all are needed in my case also. So I am going to copy here event data slug. You see event data slug, there I redirect route event data slug. So in the case of Stripe, same thing will be happened, that is return redirect payment completed successfully, but not this. This is event, and here event data slug with what event data slug with success payment completed successfully, that is okay. And in the case of cancel, it will be event ticket cancel. So here event ticket cancel, sorry. So like this. And in this case I am going to change something. I'm going to remove it. Here I copied the things from the top. Here you see step secret key again needed, and request of session ID. So request of session ID, that is also okay. The request will come using the session ID. Here I am going to paste my code. Here you see the session of response ID is actually the payment ID. So I am going to copy this, and in my case of event, what is the payment ID? You see it was in the case of PayPal a response ID. Here I am going to use object format response ID, and all will be, for example, the currency will be response of currency. So in my case, because all the data is in the response, so currency equal to not this one. In my case, this is response of currency, and the customer name actually I am not going to input like that. Here Stripe is okay. Here I am going to put the data, that is PayPal, it will be Stripe. Currency response status, payment status equal to here what is the status. Status I can manually add here, no problem. Payment ID, current payment method status equal to response status. Okay, this is also fine. But in my case, you see the status I saved in the case of PayPal completed. So here I am going to use the same one. So here I will write the status completed. So like this. So event ID in my hand, auth user ID in my hand, unit price, number of tickets, total price, currency, response ID, this. Okay. So in the event table will also be updated. The previous seat plus number of tickets equal to the updated booked seat will be here. So that is perfect. I am going to completely remove these items from here. So now let's check it. Okay. I think my task is done. Nothing is raised. I am going to complete this. Okay. So go back to any event page. You see this is the event page. I am going to select the Stripe for now. I want to buy 2 tickets, but here is one thing. So I am not going to show that. I am going back. I am going to see this one, total seat this, booked seat this. So I am going to edit something in my database. Okay, I am sorry here. So here you see in this transaction I bought total number of tickets 3. So here I want to bought 2 not 3, and the price for example 18. I just am going to manually edit this, and so if I do this, then if I go here refresh, what will be this in the event table. I will have to also update the table, this one, that means total book seat is now 9. Okay, so refresh it, you see 9. Sorry, not total seat is 10, but book seat is 9. Now I am going to refresh, you see book seat 9, remaining seat 1. Now I can pay. So if I select 2 tickets, it is not possible, you know, make payment. Here I will have to log in user like this. Okay, so if I go here again to a Stripe, I am going to hard refresh this page. How many tickets? 2, and payment method is Stripe, make payment. You see 1 ticket available, right? 1 ticket available. So I am going to buy only 1 ticket using the Stripe. So Stripe, I am going here, click on make payment. It will take me to the Stripe checkout page. Okay, so test this on. So I am going to click on the pay. You see payment completed successfully. Here is remaining 0. So if I now want to buy, another one, so it is not possible. Okay, and in my table, let's check what happened. Here in the event tickets, another row is added. Event ID is 1, user ID is 1, unit price this, number of tickets equal to 1 in this transaction, and payment ID is this comes actually from the Stripe. Currency is coming from the Stripe, that is USD, and payment method is USD, and payment status I do the same like the PayPal, so that from this table I can check what is the payment status that is completed. So I hope you have understood how to pay using the Stripe. And if I go to this payment history section in the Stripe, you will see that the payment is successful, and this is the description of the payment and customer Gmail who paid, and every other information you will be able to see from here. If you click on here, you will get the detail from here. Also you see there is a charge, and when there is a 9 USD payment, in the Stripe is actually the user is going to get 8.44, and the fee is 56.56. Now I am going to show you another aspect of this. What can be here? For example, here when I check the payment, here you see if no user is logged in, then I will take the user outside, that means into the login page. That is completely okay, completely fine. Then there is a validation, that is also okay. But after that, you see event data. Here I am going to pick up remaining seat and checking if the seats are available or not. But this thing will only be happened when there is total seat a value. But if the total seat does not have any value, then actually there will be no checking, right? So in that case, what I will do, for example, here I am going to check it if event data equal 0, that means there is nothing. So if not equal to 0, if not equal to empty, then I will only check this one like this, right? That means that total seat has a value, event data of total seat. If I go to the database, you will understand. I am going to the events, and you see in some event total seat equal has a value, and in some event there is a total seat null. So if the total seat equal to null, here you see this is what value, that is null value. If there is any value given here, then that is okay. But if there is null, you can also give here null. So like this, and is greater than 0, you can also add that. if the total seat not equal to null and event data of total seat greater than 0. Okay, or here you can give here only greater than. I do not actually need, because null is allowable here, so I can just give it. So if there is any seat that is greater than 0, that means at least one seat, then I will check what is the booked seat, remaining seat is what, and booked seat, like this type of calculation I will do that time. Otherwise I do not need to have any calculation, right? So when this one event data, this is okay, this is okay also, I am going here, then it is going to be passed into another. That means when the PayPal success, when I receive the request, here you see I updated the event data, that means book seat I updated. So same thing I will do here, that is if event data of total seat is greater than 0, not like this, if event data of total seat greater than 0, only then I will update the book seat. So I cut it and paste it here. Otherwise I actually do not need to calculate how many seats are there, how many seats are remaining. Actually I do not need to have anything. Another thing here is, I am going to the top, you see the number of tickets, that is okay, there is no problem. Now I am going to check it with another place. When I am going to check here, you will see how many tickets won, and for example the payment method is PayPal. I am going to make payment, you see only 0 seats are available. But when I am going to another event that has actually no seat limitation, here in this event there is no seat limitation, so unlimited seat. So here if I want to buy ticket, now for example I want to buy 5 tickets using the Stripe or using the PayPal, no problem at all. Now make payment, you will see it is taking me to the PayPal, so no issue at all. So I am going to give the password, then the payment is going to be happen, $95 you see. Okay, so 5 tickets. So now I am going here, you will see 5 into 19, that means 95. So here this is booked. If I go to event tickets, you see the event ID 2 user 1 booked, where unit price equal to $19. He bought 5 tickets, total price is 95 USD, and this is the payment ID and paid via PayPal, and term is completed. So this is working, there is no limitation, you can input any number of tickets here. This is one thing, that is buy ticket option. So my buy ticket option, this section is done. I am going to close Stripe and all other things. ENV I am going to close. Okay, another very important thing, that is when there is no buy ticket. For example, I want to book the ticket free booking. Here you see I created 2 forms, that is when event price is equal to 0. This is called free booking. So in this case what I will do, here is no payment, that means booking is okay, but this is free booking. So here in this case I will just book now button is there. How many tickets equal to the number of tickets. So I am going to copy this one and paste it here. Number of tickets will be there, but there will be no payment method here. So here I am going to call it out. Here you see event ticket payment, and I am going to copy this, and here I am going to paste it, and here I am going to call another route, that is event ticket free booking. Now in the web.php I am going to copy this one, and here in the bottom I am going to paste it, and here free booking, for example free booking. So no ticket price here, so here will be event ticket then free booking. So my free booking will be my function here. So I am going after the payment PayPal process. Okay, here I am going to call public, then function, and then free booking. So in the case of free booking, what I will do, this will be request of request. Okay, so like this. So event ticket free booking, I will pass only the number of tickets. I am going here to the top where there was payment. I am going to copy all the things up to now, up to this. So I am going to copy, and here in the free booking I am going to paste it. The user, he must have to log in as a user, so this is okay. Here payment method is not required, so I am going to remove it. Only number of tickets will have to be selected. So required event data is equal to the event that I am going to pass here. So some hidden fields I will use here like this in order to pass the data. So this one I am going to copy and paste it here. So unit price and event ID I will pass to there. So event ID I have, so event data I am going to get, and there you see there is another one, that is unit price, event price if needed. That means event price I have also in my hand. And here the unit price here will be needed, but I am going to show you. That is request ID first, event data is okay. If event data total seat is equal to 0, then this one. So similar, and total price will be number of tickets multiplied with the unit price. And here if these things, then redirect, oh sorry, only these tickets are available. So here is actually nothing to change here. Now after that, when I am going to pay, then this was a payment gateway, but in my case I am going to do everything into one function, so I do not need to create any success function like the PayPal success. So for this reason I am going to copy all the data like this. Okay, so this one I am going to copy and paste it here after the total price straight. And after that there is a redirection. I am going to copy this, and here I am going to redirect. So now let's check what should be happened here. I am going to show you. So from event ticket, object is okay. Event ID I am going to insert, that is okay. This user is going to book the event. Unit price equal to not get unit price, because I have already the unit price in my hand. That is you see that is request ID, but total seat, book seat, total seat, this is request of unit price is actually my main unit price. So here I can straight use this request of unit price. Number of ticket equal to there is request number of ticket, so I'm going to copy and paste it here. And after that total price, so total price will be this one, total price variable. So I am going to put the total price here. Currency is what, as there is nothing to pay, so here currency is actually USD is okay, because there is $0, so here currency should not be shown here, so currency can be empty. But I will have to check in my database, in my table, if the currency is nullable or not. You see currency is not nullable, so I am going to change it. I am going to make it nullable, because in the free booking it can be nullable. So it is very important to give the currency as nullable field. So in my migration I am going to edit also, that is into my into the database. So database migration and event tickets table, here's the currency, it is nullable, so nullable. So okay, now let's check it. Any other nullable field? No, only currency, that is okay, no problem. Now this is done. Now I am going here. So currency is not required here. The payment ID, I can just create a unique payment ID. Okay, so I can use the current timestamp value. So here I can use a payment ID that can be payment number, something like this one, the time function. So unique ID will be created here. And payment method equal to what will be this, you can use the PayPal, Stripe, and here is no payment method, so I can here I can use the free, that is okay, the free I can use here, no problem. So it is a free payment gateway. And payment status I am going to write it, that is completed. So this one. And here you see event data. Similarly, if the total is greater than 0, then it will be updated, otherwise it will not be updated. So there is actually no more things for me to update it. And payment completed successfully. Or here booking, here instead of payment I can write booking completed successfully. Now let's check it. I am going to the interface, and in the interface refresh, you see it is not free, and where is there is free event. Here event date is over. Okay, fine. What is there? Event date. In both cases I am going to here is 0 and 0. I am going to assign a big date here. Okay, so date will be, for example, 30 of this month. Then I am going to update and view all. Here also I am going to increase the date. That is total seat, it is okay. Here I am going to increase the date 30 and then I am going to update. Let's check it, refresh. Now it is coming. So here you see there is a total number of seat 200, booked seat remaining. So how many tickets? I need 5 tickets. Book now, very easy. Booking is completed successfully. So you see where it takes me, where I am gone, why here I am going to check where it is redirecting me. Event data, where session, this is actually not session ID, event ID, because session get event ID, not this. In the free enroll, this will be the request of event ID, because here already I have the request of event ID in my hand. Here is event data. Here is okay. So this will be like this. So here it will be request of event ID, and then it should work. So let's check it now. I am going to the event again, and what happened here, I am going to check 200. Where is 200 seat? Total seat is 200. Here booked seat is equal to null. That is perfect. And in this table, this one added as a unit price, payment number, this. Okay, so here I am going to delete. Now I am going to do that again. So first I am going here, attending here 200 seat. So how many tickets? 5 tickets. Book now. Booking completed successfully. Here you see 5 tickets booked. So 195 is remaining, right? And if the user is not logged in, if I am just going to log out, then if I go to that event here, you see if I click on book now, it is taking me to the login. So here like this. So okay, I am going to front end again. I am going to events. So for this event it is working. I am going to this event. Here is no seat limitation. Now if I want to book 5 seats, booking completed. So here if I event tickets, but here is an issue. When I am going to update something, total seat is 0. Here is booked seat, there is no limitation. So okay, that is perfect, no problem. I will calculate it in another way, that how many person has booked for this event. So I will show you. I will show that in admin panel or in another case. So that is not a problem. Here if I refresh, you will see that this is the free ticket. So unit price is 0 and total price is also 0 here. Currency is not applicable here. Payment ID this one, then another one is this one. So free. So total 5 seats they booked for that event. And for the free ticket, here you see there is a total there is unlimited seat, but there is a booked seat. So if you want, you can use the booked seat, this one, or here you can do another thing, that is for that which has no booked seat. You see there is no booked seat, right? But if I go to another event here like this, this event, here you will see the book 10. So remaining, actually total seat and remaining will not be here, but you should update the booked seat, right? So here you see I stopped to update it. Event total seat, booked seat plus number of tickets. Sorry, here is not the session. Here is number of tickets is this one. So here it will be number of tickets. So booked seat plus number of tickets. The booked seat is number of tickets is the booked seat here, right? So event data of booked seat. So previous one, if 0 and then I add this thing, total seat is greater than 0, then in this way it will be submitted. Okay, I can update the data here, not like this. In every case I can update the data for the booked seat. If I do like this, let's check what is happened. I am now going here, remaining seat is okay, there is no need to have the remaining seat because I need to stop it here, so that is okay, but I can update always the book seat. So let's check it so that you can understand. I am going event tickets, I am going to remove the free tickets now. This one and this one was free, so I am going to remove it. Now in the charity here I am going to refresh. You see there is no seat limitation, so when I bought by 4 tickets, now if I go here, you see this one comes 4 tickets, okay, but if I go to the events table, you see 4 is updated, though there is no total seat, but this will be updated. So booked seat I can always show in the right sidebar. So if I go to the event block here where I have shown the total seat, you see event total seat not equal to 0, then I show it, but the booked seat I can show always. So here I am going to put it sorry here, or otherwise, that means else I can put the booked seat always. So here I am going to put it. So let's check it. If I refresh, you see booked 4, so no seat limitation, but booked is 4. If I book another one 3, you see booked is 7, so total 7 seats are booked. If I go here, you see this person's first time booked 4 seat and then 3 seat, that means total 7 seat. Now if I go to another event, that is here, that is like this, you see booked is equal to 5 here, so total 5 seats are booked here. So if I want to get 2 more items booked, you see 7 comes here. So if you go here, you will see the 7, that means 5 plus 2 here. Number of tickets here is up to these free ones. I am going to delete everything for now so that you can understand. I am going to delete everything now. Booked 7, why? So this is a paid, no, this is not a paid one, so why booked 7 is showing here? I am going to check it. If event price equal to 0, then this it is perfect, price is this, and location date everything is okay, but booked seat, from where it is going to get the data, booked event booked seat. What is the event here? I should get the event data. Okay, refresh. Attaining a special ceremony, it is actually which event? Okay, I understand what happened. That is here the data I did not remove, so that is the problem here. So I am going to make it null. So okay, so null. So initially the book seat was updated here, so that was the problem. So let's check it again. Now you see there is no issue. Now the event here, this is okay. Now let's check it again. So 2 types of things. I am going to a event that is free. I am again telling you so that you can understand. This is completely free and there is no seat limitation. So free and no seat limitation. And another case will be free and seat limitation. If free and no seat limitation, then only the booked will be increased. So let's check it but before going there, I am going to check, yes, this is removed and here this is okay. So now let's do that. Book now, you see booked 4, it is going to be increased. Another one, 3 tickets booked, you see 7 comes. So if I come here, refresh, you see this person for this event booked 4 tickets and 3 tickets, so total 7. If I now go to this, you see book series 7. Okay, that is working. So free ticket and no limitation. Now I am going to another one. There is free ticket, but there is a seat limitation. You see free ticket this is free, but there is seat limitation. So here what will be there, for example, I am going to put the limitation not 200, so that you can understand. So here I am going to have a seat limitation. Instead of 200 I give 5 seat, so that you can understand. Refresh, you see 5 seat free but seat limitation. So if I buy the ticket 3, that is okay, booking completed successfully. You see 3 comes and 2 remaining. If I go here, you see this one comes 3 and 2, this is event ID 5, so I book total 3. And if I go here, refresh, you see 5 is total and 3 is remaining. Now if I want to book more seats, that is outside, that means if I want to book 4 more, so 4 plus 2 will be 6, that is not allowed. So if I click here, you see, sorry, only 2 tickets are available. So I hope you have understood total 4 cases. One is, case 1 is there is a payment like this, there is a payment you must have to pay, and there is seat limitation. This is case 1. Case 2 is there is payment but there is no seat limitation. So if I want to pay in this case, let's check it, but before going to check, I am going to describe it, the total 4 cases. So this is case 2, and case 3 is the payment is free but no seat limitation, and here is payment is free but there is seat limitation. So total 4 cases. Now I did not try with it after updating, so I am going to check. There is no limitation, so 4 tickets I want to pay using the PayPal. So let's do it, if it is working. Review the order, 76 USD, and you see payment completed, and here you see the booked is not here, so something wrong here. I am going to check. You see 4 tickets I bought for the event 2, but here in the event 2 the booked seat is not added here, right? So here I will have to edit something, and I will change the code for something, but this is I am going to delete. So again let's try this. Now the booked is not going to be increment, that means here where there is 19, you see, so 19 is this, but here book seat is not updated. So let's do the same thing what I did in the case of free. I withdraw the limitation here, so the same thing I will have to do in the case of PayPal success. Here you see in the last there I updated the data with limitation, but I am not going to do that. I am just going to directly post it. And similarly in the case of Stripe success, here you see this one I added. Okay, this one I added in a Stripe success, but in the PayPal I did not add it, so it was not working. Now I hope it will work. So let's refresh it. 19, no booked seat, that is okay. I want to book 3 seats, and now I am going to use the PayPal, make payment here. So here continue to the review the order, and now you see payment completed successfully. Total booked seat is 3. So if I go here, you see the paid amount 19, total booked seat is 3 under event 2, so total 3. And if I now go to this table, you will see 3 is added, so it is working. So I hope you have understood how the events and events detail page with free booking or the paid booking, how it works. I hope you have understood everything.